What's up, everybody? We're gonna talk about another episode of Hollywood Weird. And what am I talking about this? Well, because believe it or not, the Marvels just released an exclusive scene. And believe it or not, I just thought, in my mind, when I saw this, I was like, who thought this was gonna be a good idea? I mean, it totally makes sense that this wasn't released and cut out of the movie. But to be quite honest, this is such in bad taste that I don't even think they should have released this deleted scene. But we're talking about Hollywood Weird here, in which articles should be condemning this and just pointing out how inappropriate this is, but instead they're just writing out how hilarious this is and how, that's why I say that Hollywood is just so weird, and there's a lot of like shady stuff that happens, because it makes no sense to me that, even after this movie was such a huge flop, it was a terrible loss for Disney and Marvels, and they should just bury this movie and never mention it ever again. But, well, here we go. They released this scene. So, without further ado, let's just have a look at this scene over here. And the scene that I'm talking about is this one here. Let's just react. And then, you can get your own conclusion. 2, 3, and bam.
From you, Asgard.
Hello? Oh, Captain, my captain? Oh, you're not my captain.
Captain Marvel resident assistant Miss Marvel speaking. How can... You're Valkyrie.
Is I? Wait, Mrs. Marvel. She got married again. And no invite again.
No! I'm Ms. Marvel.
Mrs. Marvel.
That's we're not married, that would be... I'm single.
Okay.
5 seconds to the jump point.
Oh, you might want to shuffle. Shuffle in.
Connection failed.
Okay, so, if you see nothing wrong with it, well, let me just point out the obvious is that Miss Marvel is 16 years old, and Valkyrie just makes the assumptions that, she is married to Carol Danvers, and that is just weird in my opinion. There's a kind of stuff that is like, the second Wonder Woman, in which they thought it was a good idea to have Wonder Woman sleep around with a guy that is using somebody else's body, but it's actually supposed to be her dead boyfriend from a long time ago, and they thought that was going to be a good idea. They really didn't think it through, and I believe it's kind of the same situation here. Like, they never thought it through, that this joke is just not funny for a lot of reasons. To begin with, she's supposed to be 15, 16 years old, correct me if I'm wrong, but she's like really young. And not only that, we know that Carol Danvers has been around for a very long time. It's just not appropriate, not funny at all, and it just shows how many flaws this film had. And it's just baffling to me that they would think it's okay to release a scene like this and people will be fine with it. So this article is saying here, the Marvel's deleted scene sees Valkyrie jump to a hilarious conclusion regarding Carol and Kamala's relationship. I don't think it's hilarious. I just think it's really inappropriate and silly. Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie put her foot in a deleted scene from the Marvels as she hilariously mistakes Kamala Khan for Carol Danvers' wife. Ahead of the superhero flick DVD and Blu-ray release, DVD and Blu-ray, who wants to buy that? Additional footage from the Marvel outing has made its way online, with one exclusive clip from IGN revealing more time with Thor's boozy bestie. In it, Kamala can be seen exploring her idol, Carol's spaceship, after one of their unexpected switches, though her wide-eyed nosing gets interrupted when the king of the new Asgard dials in for a virtual chat. Oh, Captain, my Captain. I really like the way that she's talking there. It's also implying that they had, some sort of relationship going on. Valkyrie begins before realizing it's not Carol. She's talking to, you're not my captain. Captain, you don't say. Captain Marvel residence, this is Ms. Marvel speaking. Kamala replies with a smile, how can I... Oh, you're Valkyrie. So that's just the scene we just saw. And then she said, "'Tis I." A puzzled Valkyrie confirms before adding, "Wait, Mrs. Marvel, she got married again and no invite again. No, a Ms. Marvel. We're married. That would be, I'm single. She probably would have said that would be weird, taking the fact that I'm 15-year-old. But anyways, the article, along with all the media and the Hollywood weird, are framing this as something really funny and something that is just, wow, so common to, such a common misconception. But I just think, come on, you clearly see that this is a very young girl. Why would you assume that she's I mean, obviously they're playing on words here because she says Ms. Marvel and she understood Mrs. Marvel. This is just another proof of how bad this movie was and how bad the writing was, how bad, like, the people just don't know how to be funny anymore. Like, I'm glad at least they had the decency to cut this out of the movie, which, again, didn't help. The movie was still a flop. But anyways, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think this was an inappropriate scene? Do you think this was just funny and played for jokes, taking the fact that she is like 15, 16 years old? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.